Welcome to Lesson 13. In this lesson, we will be exploring creative uses of effects and graphic styles. So this is what our finished product is going to look like. This is what we're starting with. This to this. This to this. This to this. This. Okay, that's enough. All right. So when you open this up, go ahead and open up your starting file. And then when you do that, we are going to save this file, save as, save on your computer to your lesson 13 folder, birthday invite, and then your last name. You don't do that, you're getting points off. Don't give me one that says L13 start. Save it. Click OK. So this is what we are starting with. So let's do this. Go to Window, Workspace, and let's reset our essentials so we are all starting from scratch. So we are going to use the Appearance panel. An appearance attribute is an aesthetic property like a fill, stroke, transparency, or effect that affects the look of an object but usually does not affect its basic structure. Up to this point, you've been changing appearance attributes in the Properties panel, Swatches panel, and more. Appearance attributes like these can also be found in the Appearance panel for selected artwork. In this lesson, you'll focus on using the Appearance panel to apply and edit appearance attributes. To begin exploring appearance options, you'll see how to edit the color fill of the cake stand and then add another fill on top to give it more dimension. So select the selection tool and then click to select the base, the black base of the cake stand. You should have properties here and then click more options in the appearance, or you can go window and appearance, but I'm going to click this three dots and that's going to open up your appearance panel. Should look like this. So the different options available are as follows. So you see right here, path. That's the appearance, thumbnail, and type of artwork that's selected. So this is a path right here. Right here, this is your attribute rows right here. Here's a link to an effect that's been done. Let's all click right here and drag this down so we can see it better. Where this D is right here is a visibility column. You see that ours is turned off right now. Down here at the bottom, here's where you add a new stroke, add a new fill, add a new effect, clear the appearance, duplicate selected item, and delete a selected item. Over here where you see the FX, that indicates that an effect is applied. So you can view and adjust the appearance attributes for a selected object group or layer in the appearance panel. Fills and strokes are listed in stacking order, top to bottom, and the panel correlates to the front to back in the artwork. Effects applied to artwork are listed from top to bottom in the order they applied to the artwork. An advantage of using appearance attributes is that they can be changed or removed without affecting the underlying artwork or any other attributes applied to the object in the appearance panel. With the cake stand selected, in the appearance panel, click the black fill box. The black fill box. As many times as needed until you see the swatches panel. And we're going to select the swatch name Aqua. It's right there. Select that and you see that ours just changed to Aqua. Press the escape key to hide the swatches panel. Click the words 2 point in the pink stroke row to show the stroke weight option. Change the stroke weight to 0. So far, everything you've changed could have been done in the Properties panel. Now you will explore something unique to the Appearance panel, hiding an effect, not deleting it. Click the Visibility column to the left of the Drop Shadow attribute name, right there. So the cake stand no longer shows a drop shadow. So if I click this, if you look at the cake stand, if you look right here, you can see a drop shadow. So off, on, off. So turn it off. So you saw that I dragged this down, so make it taller. So appearance attributes can be temporarily hidden or deleted so that they are no longer applied to the selected artwork. So with that drop shadow row selected, click to the right. If it isn't selected, click the delete selected item button at the bottom. And that removes it. That completely removes the shadow rather than just turning off the visibility. So leave that shape still selected. Artwork and text in Illustrator can have more than one stroke and fill applied. This can be a great way to add interest to design elements like shapes and paths, and adding multiple strokes and fills to text can be a great way to make your text pop. Now you'll add another fill to the cake stand to add texture over the color fill. With the cake stand shape still selected, in the Appearance panel, click the Add New Fill button at the bottom, right there. A second fill row is added to the Appearance panel. By default, new fill or stroke attribute rows are added directly above a selected attribute row, or if no attribute rows are selected, at the top of the Appearance panel list. Also, the appearance for every new appearance attribute is always the same. Click the bottom, the original aquafill box in the this one until our stroke the swatches panel appears. Click the pattern swatch name 6LPI 10%. That one right there, 6LPI 10%, and that will change the fill. Press the escape key. The pattern doesn't show in the selected artwork because the second fill you added to the first step is covering the 6LPI 10% fill. The two fills are stacked on top of each other. Click the eye icon to the left of the top aquafill row to hide it, like thus. You should now see the pattern fill in the shape. In the next section, you'll reorder the attribute rows in the Appearance panel so the pattern is on top of the color fill. Click where the eye icon was to the left of the top fill attribute row to make it visible again. Choose Select, Deselect, and then we're going to click File and then Save. Aside from adding multiple strokes and fills to artwork, you can also do the same for text. The text remains editable, and you can use a number of effects to achieve the look that you want. Now you'll take the Birthday Bash text and make it pop with a few strokes and fills. I thought we were going to move that back on top. I guess we'll do that later. Who am I? Select the Type tool and select Birthday Bash. Select this text, Birthday Bash. Oh, I gotta click up here. Birthday Bash. There's the bell. Notice that the type No Appearance appears at the top of the Appearance panel right here. That means that there are no additional appearance properties added to the text beyond what you had applied initially in the Properties panel. You will also see the word Characters. See that right there? Formatting for the text, not the type object, is listed below the word Characters. You should see the stroke, none, and fill is pink. Also notice that you cannot add another stroke or fill to the text since the Add New Stroke and Add New Fill buttons are dimmed at the bottom. You see that down here? To add new strokes or fills to text, you need to select the type object, not the text within. Select the Selection tool. The type object will now be selected, not the text. Click the Add New Fill button to add a fill and a stroke above the word Characters. See, it did that. The new black fill is covering the original pink fill of the text. If you were to double-click the word Characters in the Appearance panel, you would select the text and see the initial formatting for it. Click the black fill box a few times until you see the swatches panel and select the pattern swatch name 0 to 50% dot gradation. That one right there. Woo, look at there. Why would I have a swatch named 0 to 50% dot gradation? Actually, I didn't. That pattern swatch can be found in Illustrator by default. How about that? Press the escape key to hide the swatches. At this point, I'm going to stop instructing you to close panels, hoping that this is becoming habit. When you apply a fill to a text object, an extra stroke with no color is also applied. You don't have to use it. If necessary, click the triangle to the left of the fill row to show the other properties like opacity. Mine, you can see them already. Click the word opacity, which is indented below the fill row to show the transparency panel. Change opacity to 40%. Each appearance stroke fill has its own opacity you can adjust. The bottom opacity appearance row in the panel affects the transparency for the entire selected object. Next, you'll add 2 strokes to the text using the appearance panel. This is another great way to achieve unique design effects with a single object. Click the stroke box a few times to show the swatches. Select the white swatch. Ensure the stroke weight is 1 point. Click the Add New Stroke button at the bottom of the appearance panel. We've done that. A second stroke, which is a copy of the original, is now added to the text. This is a great way to add interest to your designs without having to make copies of shapes and put them on top of each other to add multiple strokes and fills. With the new top stroke attribute row selected, select the swatch name orange to apply it. So we're going to select orange right there. You see our text now has an orange. Ensure that the stroke weight is still 1 point. Click the word stroke to open the stroke attribute panel. Click the round join option in the corner. That one right there. That slightly will round the corners of the stroke. Press the escape key to hide the stroke panel. Leave the type object selected. Clicking underline words in the appearance panel as in the properties panel shows more formatting options, usually a panel such as a swatches or stroke panel. Appearance attributes such as fill or stroke can have other options such as opacity or an effect applied to only that attribute. These additional options are listed as a subset under the attribute row and can be shown or hidden by clicking the disclosure triangle on the left of the attributes row. So this would be a great time to click File and then Save, and we will end this video.